Hey, the moment, friends! Ending here for another episode of Central Gondor. Where we last left off, we finished up the epic story of this region, and now are getting ready to talk and finish up some more of the side quests.
I beg your pardon.
I am glad you have thinned their numbers. Even if you were unable to provide us with the plans, we shall have to keep a closer eye on them, it seems. And those half-trolls, by the way you describe it, they seem to honor the Haradrim, sorcerers above all. We may never know if it is loyalty or fear that motivates them. I am thankful my men can keep their posts here, while we have one skilled as you patrolling the fields.
Why do you interrupt me?
Calm down. I have no patience for these snakes, Sandang. I hope all of his men saw his resolve falter when you confronted him. If you defeated their war masters, I have hope that you will aid us in driving off all the Haradrim and the Corsair brethren from our lands.
Why do you interrupt me?
Let that be a lesson to them, Andang. With such a paltry force, I must wonder why they have bothered. Here is your reward, as promised.
Why do you interrupt me?
Okay, buddy, calm down. Rumors surrounded these men known as the heirs of Castamar, for his name was once held in great regard in Gondor, at least by some. There was a dark time in our history known as the Kin Strife, when our people fought amongst themselves to determine who was the true claimant to the throne. Castamir and his followers forced the oppression from the lands, and soon ruled in Pelargir. But he was killed years later. The Kin Strife's ending was a bloody one, Andang. And as long as it has been, many of the wounds between brothers have never fully healed. I have heard my own folk talk of them, and I grow more curious as to what they believe these heirs seek in Gondor. Alright, well, we will talk with the people about what they think the heirs seek in Gondor, and I love the all-white Gondorian uniform. It just looks almost like Gandalf-esque. It's very, very Gondor, and I really think that it's a big improvement over some of the other places. Alright, let's talk with this citizen of Gondor.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
I have heard rumors of the might of the one they call the Scourge. It is said he commands a vast army, and can outsmart any foe in battle. It has been many years since Gondor has had a king upon the throne, and should he return the throne to Pelargir, the people of Lebanon might prosper greatly. This fighting is brutal, to be sure, but for this cause I would throw my lot in with him. Wow. They actually like the idea of a new king of Gondor. That's pretty cool. That's a cool plot.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I do not care for this man or the outcome of his bid for the throne. I merely wish to make it through the war with my family intact. If he can help stop the fighting, so be it. The god seems only interested in surviving the war, regardless the outcome.
Have you heard the rumors of enemies pressing in from all sides?
The folk of my line once counted themselves amongst the followers of Castamir. His dishonor tainted our family's name for years, but perhaps his descendants can restore it. The people of Gondor have waited long enough for the rightful heir. Let us celebrate anew. Merlin is uncertain, but recalls folk loyal to Castamir in her line. Alright. This is pretty crazy.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I care not if they are of the bloodline. Castamir, The usurper that was a monster who spat in the face of his people, and these brutal men have proven it to be no better than him. To grant any of them the throne would be madness. Were I a warrior, I would drive them from Gondor myself. Navanir is disgusted by the heirs and wishes them driven from Gondor. Well, that's good. At least somebody doesn't like them. That old man will be petting that horse till the end of days. How sad. To be stuck a simple old man horse petter. Alright, let's find this final person. There we are.
How may I help you, friend?
I do not trust these rumors. Castamir's sons escaped when he was slain, but I do not believe his line could have continued for so long. I will follow them if it allows me to keep my life, but they are cruel, vicious men, and I do not think them proper leaders for Gondor. Duriel is fearful of the heirs and thinks they will bring ruin to Gondor. Alright, well, apparently we're not going back in there. We are going all the way across the city to talk with this person. Let's see here. Excuse me, healer. Alrighty. Oh, the whole family's here.
Gondor needs your aid.
I am Nimlith of Pelargir. Why have you come to me? You introduce yourself and tell Nimlith of the steward's curiosity. I do not care to know their goals, Andang. When you bear the name of one as reviled as Castamar the usurper, you cannot seek to do good for the people of Gondor. Trouble is growing in Lebanon, and it must be dealt with soon.
Gondor needs your aid.
You are fortunate that the steward Melthalim has taken a few of the corsairs and Haradrim as prisoners, Andang. I understand his anger, but the brutality he instills in his men disturbs me. Nevertheless, those men he locked away may know something of the treachery afoot in Osangabeld, and we would be foolish to ignore their ranting. Go to the jail and speak to them. I cannot promise they will honor you with a response or even pay you any mind, but I wish to know if they have anything to say. And I am sure the steward would like to hear of it as well.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
Milian and my guards have spoken of strange happenings in Osangabed, but I have yet to see any of them with my own eyes. Still, I do not doubt their words, and I would ask that you investigate this further, Andang. They have spoken ill-crafted weaponry and fragile defenses about the town, but I am certain more troubles have visited Osangabeld since this morn. Search thoroughly and tell me of what you find. Alright, you don't talk much, do you? She's Galadriel and you're Celeborn. Let's move along. It's pretty cool that they got their own little Pelargir guard thing going on. Alright, so let's see. There is one way outside the city, but there's also one just outside here. So let's see. Ah, yes, the burned barricade. We shall examine it. This barricade has been burned despite no attacks being made against Osangabeld. Okay. Let's head south to find the other... Oh, it's a beacon. Oh, no. I totally went the wrong way. Oh, well. Yeah, I totally went the wrong way here. Right, well, let's try to make our way around, and hopefully our war steed will speed up. There we go. Alright, let's see this beacon. There we go. Let's make our way around here. Careful where you point that thing, buddy. Alright. Come on. Let's make our way up this thing. Yeah, I definitely took a wrong turn. Alright, well, we will make our way up the beacon. Okay, here we go. A damp log pile. These logs near the beacon of Engelbed have been doused. Well, that's no good. There is clear trouble afoot. We need to get to the bottom of it. I love this area, by the way. It's so cool, whatever's going on. Alright. Let's keep on keeping on. A weapon rack. Whoops. Apparently you can't dismount while examining something. You have found a weapon rack stocked only with a few blunted blades. This is quite the jail here. The Corsair archer merely glares at you, and then spits at your feet. I'm the announcer guy, and even I'm appalled by that.
What do you need?
Ha! This cage cannot hold me. Once my king takes the throne, I shall have my freedom. Look around you, champion, for there are few more dangerous men outside these bars. Alright.
What do you need?
Castamar once had many followers in this land, and his heirs shall renew the divide. We shall again grant Gondor a king. When the fighting is done, you shall think us the enemy? Brother shall again fight brother, man, and there is naught you can do to stop them now. Alright, well, we better tell the warnings to the person, because clearly there's always a city that needs warnings being told, and yada yada. It gets old after a while, to be honest. Alright, there is a quest here, I don't know what for, but let's enter in here and find out. Alright, this is the throne area. I didn't realize what part of the city we were in. Okay. You go in any other parts of here? Oh, there's a nice little bookshelf over there. What's in here?
Why do you interrupt me?
Why would any of them speak true? The desperation is clear, Andang. And were I you, I would not think much of it. There is no victory for them to seize here, and the notion that the people of Lebanon would suddenly rally behind a band of savage warriors is absurd. Wonder if it's absurd as absurd as you think, buddy. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well, let us go and talk with Nimlith and learn of what she knows. Alright, lady.
How may I help you, friend?
This is most disturbing, Andang. Someone in Ost-Engelved must be behind this, but who? I cannot be certain. We must soon speak to the steward on this matter. I was just talking to the steward.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
It worries me that the steward would dismiss such a threat, idle as it may be. The wounds of the kin strife are old, but it is not beyond reason that they would remain open after all this time. I think I must soon speak with him on this matter.
Gondor needs your aid.
Since the fall of Lornost, I have been unable to rest, and I fear that for the settlement of Ernos. It lies to the east beyond even Lornost, and its walls are not nearly as strong as those here. Few folk dwell there, and those that do are ill-equipped for battle. The settlement is shrouded by trees, so I can only hope the corsairs have not yet moved against them. I would ask that you go to their aid, and help protect them from the corsairs and the Haradrim before it is too late.
Gondor needs your aid.
The fate that befell Lornost is deeply troubling, Andang. They were attacked in the night by the Haradrim, but none of us knew how brutal the assault had been until the morning. I wish to learn more of what occurred in Lornost, but the steward has sent no men into the field. He claims that the Haradrim are too numerous, but they shall only gain might the longer we delay. And what if the folk were slain? Shall we lie where they fell? Travel to the east and see if you can discover more about what drove the Haradrim to Lornost. Alright, well I guess we are putting the steward on hold for now, but he is very suspicious. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. When we return, we will go and do those 2 quests and maybe a few more. But till then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of Central Gondor. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.